Good evening, everybody. Are you having a good time? All right. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming to our first Thanksgiving event. I'd even like to thank some of the people from the Sacco administration for being here. I've seen a few of you in the audience. You can say hi at any moment. But I do appreciate you all for being here. I'm going to start you off with a little quote from a very famous lawyer, Mahatma Gandhi. And the quote says, "First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win." About 5 years ago, I met somebody. I met Larry Weinstein. He came into my office and he sat down for a regular consultation. And he looked at me and he said, "I want to do something, Mario. I want to end corruption in North Bergen." And I looked at Larry and I said, "This guy's out of his mind." And I said, "Larry, corruption," it was around Thanksgiving time, and I said, "Corruption in North Bergen is like Thanksgiving at Turkey, Larry. It's something that is, and it's something that's normal, and it's expected." Larry sat there and he told me all the terrible things that happen in North Bergen. He told me about the corruption, the tax increases, tax abatements to rich developers, how the regular people like you and I aren't getting what we deserve. And he convinced me. And I became the attorney for the North Bergen Concerned Citizens Group. When Larry and I first started attending public meetings, and attacking the corruption in court, they ignored us. After the corrupt politicians ignored us, they laughed at us. But Larry and I didn't go away. Finally, the corrupt politicians started to fight back. Now, 5 years later, we sit here together. And there's a room full of you, nearly 1,000 of us, who are willing to fight corruption, willing to put an end and say no to what's happening in North Bergen. And now I realize, like Gandhi said, we're winning. We're winning the battle against corruption, and I think that's very important. 5 years later, the dream is coming true. The corrupt administration is coming to an end. What we have in this room tonight, and it's important because this is Thanksgiving, we have a family. We have a family. We have something that we've created, that you've created, that we've all brought together because we have a common goal in mind, and that's to end corruption in North Bergen. So on this Thanksgiving, I want to do a couple things. I want to give thanks, first of all, to all of you, because without all of you, there is no North Bergen. There is no honesty, and there is no end to corruption. Secondly, I want to give thanks to Larry coming into my office 5 years ago and showing me that corruption can be destroyed. And if I can ask you to give a big round of applause for Mr. Larry Weinstein, because Larry Weinstein has created a family. He has created a family and he has created honesty, and he has brought back integrity to North Bergen. Ahora lo voy a decir en español.
Oh, come on.